And welcome back. This is video 4 of your training, and this is Kelly with Halitasva Consulting. We're going to pick up right where we left off. So we picked up, where we left off was at the end of our services, so we're going to go to wellness care. Now if I click on here, we talked about dummy pages. Wellness care is also a dummy page, so you can't actually edit that. But it's just giving you a category listing of these. So wellness care for dogs, let's click on that. So let's go back to manage pages. So we're done with our services. I'm just going to do this and expand that one to make our lives a little easier. So wellness care dogs. Alright, well this looks complicated, so we're going to go over here. Full width slider, full width header, we're good. So knock those two things out, right? And then we have an image. How does this look? So this is why this toggling back and forth is helpful. So obviously Tiffany's the one that built your site. I didn't build your site. It's the first time I'm looking at it like this. So I see we've got this whole thing here, which is this. So we're like, okay, that's good. We have 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Okay, so we got the lay of the land. This is just, scroll up, this is just an image. Click these 3 little lines. Only thing you would ever edit is this here. And we know how this works, so upload an image, and we're here. Then we have text. Scroll down. We have some text. We got that. We know how to edit it here. Okay. Then we've got these 3. So these 3 are going to act the same. That's good, right? It looks a little different here just because this admin label is a little longer, so it pushed it down. Doesn't mean that this section is actually bigger. Okay, so we're gonna click on these 3 little lines. Put an image. We know how this works. Upload image. Right. We've got this content. Okay, so we see that image and we've got this content. Cool. These work exactly the same. Okay. Now again, I would be careful here how much content you put because it's just going to continue to push it down. It's just going to be an aesthetic thing. Okay. These are going to work exactly the same way. They're just a little bigger, width-wise. The only thing you would edit, this is a really cute picture, you'd upload an image, and then you have this text here. That's it. This one acts exactly the same way. So then we've got this other thing over here. So we've got this title thing, and then we've got this, and we realize that that is a heading. Alright, so here, that's the only thing you would edit here. And then we've got the blog. So we click these 3 little lines. Now this can be a little complicated. Alright, I wouldn't change anything but potentially this, okay? And chances are not even that. So your blog is set up into different categories, and it's set up into different categories so that we can call that specific category on different pages of the website without having to pull all of the content. Okay, so we're on the dog wellness page, which means we want the dog wellness category from the blog, right? So we've got that. You wouldn't change all this stuff. You don't change any of that stuff. Potentially the only thing you would ever change is that. But if this is continuing to be the dog wellness page, I wouldn't change that either. Okay? So we're good on this page. Complicated as it may be, you actually know how to do everything on here except for this thing, but now you do. We're going to go into cats. Wellness care cats. It looks like it's exactly the same as dogs. So we have a full width slider here. We have the header. We've got an image. We have text. We have those boxes that we just would never how to do. And then we have the More on Cats content header here, and then we have the blog. So see how there's some here? Let's go look at that. Let's go back to manage pages. Go cats. Go down. Go to this blog area. So again, exactly the same. Don't change anything, but this is cat wellness, right? So we're in here. And it's pulling different stuff than dog wellness would be. Okay? Other than that, this page acts exactly the same as dog. So let's go into birds. I bet it works the same. It's actually simpler. Okay, so we're going to go to manage pages. We got birds. We have our full width header. We know how that works. And we have an image and we have content. Image and content. We know how to do both of those things already. Let's look at exotics. Okay, so we got that. So It uses all the same stuff that you know how to use, just looks a little different. So let's go to Manage Pages. Exotics. Scroll down a little bit. Here's a header. Alright, so we know how to use these things. Got the image, and is that it? That's all you have here? Oh yeah, sorry. Just the image. And then we have this content here. I don't know why it's doing that. So we have that. I don't know if it's rendering like that on your front end. Oh, that's why. We're just going to take this out. Okay, so instead of just putting a flat line in there by pushing the shift and the line button on your keyboard, what we're going to do is we're going to come here, we're going to press enter, and we're going to press this horizontal line button. So it's going to know just to go width to width, okay? We're going to click save and exit. We're going to click update. Go here, refresh, boom. Okay, we're good to go. We have content under here. We know how to use these, but let's just be sure. Click these three little lines. So we have an image of a very cute ferret. We know how to use this upload the image button. And then we have diet with that horizontal roll button. Okay. And we're good to go. The rest of these act exactly the same. Alright, so we're done with wellness care. Let's go back to Manage Pages. So now we're going to go into blog. We can't click it, right? It's dummy. So we're done with wellness. Expand our blog. We know this is a dummy. Excuse me, this is a dummy page, so we're going to go into photo blog. Okay, so this is coming soon. We're not going to mess with that, but once you are ready for that, contact Tiffany or I, and we can help you through that. Otherwise, it's just a header, okay? And we have the actual blog, right? So this is everything. This is that rabies one that was showing up on dog wellness, so we have the category here, yeah? And then we have cat wellness as the category. So we're going to go back over here to Manage Pages. Now the thing about the blog is the blog doesn't live here. It actually lives over here in blog posts, but we're calling it here. So we have the sidebar, and we've got the blog, and we've got some text. Why is that text there? There's nothing in there. So we're good. That was just a mistake. So the blog, we're going to click on this. So I am going to make a small little change. The only thing that you would ever need to change here is if you added another category. Okay, we don't want testimonials showing up here, and we don't want the pet memorials here, but we want everything else here. Okay, I'm actually going to take that off too. So only your articles are going to show up here. And I'm actually going to turn off the author, because you see how it says the author here is Tiffany. That's it's telling us that the author is the one who posted it to the website, and that might not always be the correct person as here. So we're going to take that off. You'll never have to change that again. You'll never have to deal with this again. But that's just so I'll show you. So if we update this, and then we wait and we refresh over here. There, see how it goes away. So it's not confusing. Okay. So we're good with there. Forms, I believe, is a dummy page. Yep. So we can't click on it, but we have all these different forms. We're going to come back to forms. Forms are their own beast. Okay. But forms are kind of the same way as blogs. If we go to Manage Pages and we're done with our blog, we've got our forms. This doesn't need to be here either. The thing about this, here it is done. Why is this being weird? Sorry, maybe we did need that. Let's go to our forms. Oh, that's why. Because forms is okay, yeah. There we go. I already told you, forms is dummy, so you can't edit anything. It's not going to do anything. But what we need to do is expand this. Okay, now we got a new client. That's where we are. So we go forms, new client. Here, we have our header. We're comfortable with our header. And then we have our form. Now, the same with the blog is that the form doesn't live here. It actually lives somewhere else. So it lives actually here. But we call it through here. So this is what we call a short code when it's got these little brackets here. You don't need to know that, but when you see this, don't mess with it. It's actually like coding, and it's pulling certain things. So we didn't change anything. We're good to go. Now all of the forms are going to act like that. They're going to look exactly the same. They're pages. They might have some content. There we go. I'll show you where all those go, but we'll come back to that. So the contact page is a dummy page, but we do have contact information. Alright, so we have our header. We know what that is. We have this map. My internet connection is slow. Sorry about that. It's taking a while to load. And then we have those three little things. Okay, let's go to Manage Pages. So we're done with our forms for now. We have Contact Us. And we're going to be in contact information. Alright, so we have a full width header, we have a full width map. Unless you move, you'll never have to change this. But you change it by putting a new address right here. Okay? So that was click on 3 little lines, change address. Unless you move, you won't have to change that. But then we have these three little things. Telephone, fax, address. So let's make sure that our admin labels are what they're supposed to be. We'll come back. Ignore what I'm doing. Make your life a little easier. Okay. So 3 lines to change the telephone number. We have title. And we have an icon. We've chosen the phone icon, which is this right here. You could change it if you wanted to. And then your phone number goes in the content area. Okay? The rest of these act exactly the same way. So then we have employment tab. Same thing, it's a form. So we have header, and then we have that short code that will call this form. But we don't need to go into that right now. And then I believe help topics is supposed to go a little farther over. So let's see. We're actually coming close now. It's not long enough to dive into the form, so I'm going to go ahead and cut video number 4 here and get ready for video number 5.